Hello everyone, my name is Ali Awad. I am from the village of Tuba in Masafer Yatta. Masafer Yatta is the last area of the south of the West Bank, together with the borders with the Negev. My village Tuba, with many other Palestinian villages located here in the area that make up the area of Masafer Yatta, they were designated as a firing zone since the 80s as a policy by the Israeli occupation on the occupied West Bank. 18% of the West Bank is declared as closed military areas. So that's the same for my village and where I come from. Here, my family and thousands of residents of these villages since the 80s are facing and suffering from policies of forced displacements. So since I was born, I live in this area in this village with my family, suffering in daily basis with threats of being forced at any moment from our homes or our homes being demolished. It's all used by the Israeli policies to remove us from our area from here. Beside that, since I was born, the village of Tuba as has no any kind of services, including the educational and the health facilities. We had as a children to go to school in the nearby villages that had schools, but even the construction of the settlements have divided us and isolated us from the nearby areas. So I had to go as a child to school in the village of Etwani, but since I was born, a settlement and an illegal outpost next to it, they were built exactly in our road, in the middle between our home and the nearby village of Etwani, where I had to go to school. I had to go to start my school in the year 2004, and that was the year when a lot of violence was committed by Israeli settlers against the children, especially in the previous years from 2002 until 2004. The road between Tuba and Tuwani, it's about 2 kilometers. But in these 2 kilometers, it's all occupied by the outpost of Khavat Ma'un, so it's all totally, they didn't exist. In 2004, after Israeli settlers, residents of this outpost attacked American volunteers accompanying children to go to school, it was the solution that the Israeli military has to take the children to school. So since 2004 until 2016, I had to go to school every day accompanied by the Israeli soldiers through in the middle of the outposts. So for sure, like every time we faced violence and the army sometimes not showing up or settlers attacking us in the presence of the army. After 2016, this was like after I finished the high school, I moved to continue the like my in the university, my degree, which I choose to study English literature. This is my dream as a child, is to become an English teacher and to teach English. So after I finished high school in 2016, I moved to the university, and luckily I managed to graduate with a bachelor degree in English literature. So for sure, thanks to the village group who contributed to myself and many children from the communities surrounding my village who are suffering and living under the same policy that I live even today, to help the families and the children to pay the tuition and the fees of their university, because sometimes the financial part beside the situation that the family are going through here would be an obstacle for the family, that some kids will not be able to continue to their education. So for me, finishing my university was something great and something that is really give me the opportunity and open for me the opportunity that now I can speak with you directly in English, and that I'm able to use this language. So I am so glad and lucky and thankful for the people who helped me to finish my university. Beside that, here in Masafer Yatta, we have no opportunities. Everything everything is really restricted, regulated, under threat. So studying English opened for me like the opportunities to be able to work in translation, to work in writing, to work in many NGOs and human rights works that allows also for me to contribute in the income of the family of myself. So this is something that is amazing, and it's needed for every child in the world, for every person in the world. But with the special case that Masafer Yatta and the Palestinians in Area C and now everywhere suffering, the education is the real tool for people to survive and to help their families and to be educated. So that's what I felt on myself, and also being today like kind of contributing, helping other children to go to school, helping other children to learn. This is something as a result that I got educated, that I have time to do the work that help people get their education and help other kids to continue their studies, because I know what it means for a child to grow up in this area to be educated. And thank you so much.